Hello, beautiful people. I promised you guys I would give you some marketing tips that were not acting related. So here is a first video on how to use social media, guys. So many people I meet tell me how much they hate social media, or they are obsessed with social media, or that I am a social media spammer, which I am, but for a purpose. So I read a great article yesterday from one of the creators of BuzzFeed, the videos, not one of the creators, one of the actors on the BuzzFeed videos. And she mentioned how, you know, a lot of people on her like Instagram and her YouTube throw some like uber shade and hate over to her because she always has these brands involved. And I want to talk about that a little bit in the social media video that I'm posting. So I have my own company. My company, Star Baby Enterprises. I do PR, marketing, event, and film production for an array of brands. I do entertainment. I produce films under that kind of department. I do PR. I have a lot of individuals I represent, as well as like cosmetic brands like Scented Secrets and some makeup companies. Like I work with Vera More Cosmetics a lot. And I also do social media for some companies. I started working with an event company that needed my help a little bit, and I work with a lot of different people, and I talk about them in my videos because there are people that I've become personally invested with and brands that I've become personally invested in. And as someone who's an entrepreneur and working very hard to make something of myself, I figured that the best way to showcase that is through community ideas. And I consider surrounding good brands around you that you trust is a great sense of community, and that's just showcased in your social media. And you know, if you guys don't like the fact that I talk about brands, I understand that you guys think I'm spamming at you, but I feel that if I found something that I trusted in and they were really good to me and they had great customer service, or their product really helped me succeed, or they had really good causes behind them, I would show them to my friends. And I consider anyone who watches it a friend of these videos, because you're obviously taking the time to invest in me, and therefore I try to find things that you guys might want to also be interested in. Just like if a friend of mine recommended a movie and talked about a movie, I would do that. Like one of my friends does movie reviews all the time, and I read them before I go because they are hilarious and usually on point. But for this social media video, I just wanted to kind of preface with the fact that don't hate on people who talk about brands. Yes, some of them are sponsored, but those brands are trying to have a direct connection with their users because they want to show that they care. So it's not always a negative thing. Yeah, I get the spammy aspect of it, but some people just talk about brands because they like them, not necessarily because they work with them. Like for example, Death Wish Coffee I talk about a lot, and I will continue to talk about them because I'm a huge coffee fanatic, and I reached out to them telling them how much I loved their product, and I would just love the opportunity to kind of be in their realm and do things that they do. And because I actively pursued them and showed them I was interested, like mutually invested in their company, they felt comfortable to reach out to me on some of the things that they were working on that they needed help on. And they gave me plenty of product for some events that I worked with, and they gave me some product for a film that I'm working on. And of course I'm going to showcase them because they gave me, you know, they gave me a bag of coffee for all the help I'm doing for them. And because they came out and supported me and the things that I'm trying to do, of course I'm going to talk about them. It's about building trust with the brands that you choose. You would do the same thing if you're shopping on your own. So I just want to preface and say that I know that I talk about a lot of brands and I might do a little brand spamming, and if that may offend you, I am sorry. It's just I choose brands very wisely, and that's why I talk about them, and that goes into a segue of my social media topic. So I'll start here. I am going to work out today. Just gonna say this on video to hold myself accountable. I'm gonna work out today. I have my trainers today. I work out with Exude Fitness. I'm sure that those who follow my Instagram see when I work out with them, or when I work out in general, because they always put hashtag PWO gym toilet selfie, which means post-workout gym toilet selfie. I got that hashtag from a user on Instagram called Paul Not Small, who is effing hilarious. You should all check him out. And when I work out with them, I always do a social media post, not because I'm necessarily working out with them, but this goes back to the brand thing I was talking about. they have completely transformed my life, and so many people are talking about fitness and Fitspo and Fitstagram and oh my god, New Year's resolution, gotta get in shape-a-gram and all that stuff. And I talk about Exude Fitness because it personally worked for me, and I know that I've seen transformations of other brands that users have used, not brand ambassadors from the company, but like users have used for certain products like Shreds. I love Shreds. And because I saw all the easy transformations that they've had, I decided to share my wealth of knowledge and the things that worked for me. And so social media and brand acknowledgement has really helped me as a brand, because Star Baby Enterprises is a brand. And I use social media. So marketing tips on social media, these are the 3 tips. Actually, I might give you a few more, but these are the 3 tips that I would recommend with social media. Number 1, if you do not want your mom seeing it, don't post it on social media. If you guys haven't realized, over the last, I would say, 5 years, since like 2010, because 2010 was the big boom where MySpace was making a lot of young entertainment professionals in the music industry successful. MySpace is more of a music scene now, but it was a great way to cross-promote their music, and then to use YouTube and kind of establish names for themselves. And people weren't careful, they did something wrong, people invested in their brand and their music, would stray far from it. And I've really been watching the trends since 2010 and kind of seeing how social media has grown. And what I've realized is that if you're in school, if you are in high school or college still, a lot of teachers, if they find out that you've been like doing underage drinking on social media, you can get in trouble for that. Same way as an adult in the business world. If you're using social media as a free PR, because guys, it is free PR. Number 1, like top way of free advertising is word of mouth. It's still one of the top ways to advertise is word of mouth. Social media is a great advocate for that, and it's great free PR. A lot of people are like, oh my god, I don't want to talk about stuff. I mean, people want to see you're actively working. If you are a designer or if you are a chef, people want to know that even if you might not have a job at a restaurant, that you're still cooking because you are invested in your passion, and people want to work with passionate people. Social media is a great way to showcase how actively you are pursuing your goals and dreams. If you are a marketer, you know, there's a lot of marketing people on YouTube and social media right now. I consider YouTube a social media device, even though it's kind of becoming a network of its own. You know, be careful what you put on there, because if you don't want, like, you know, someone to see it, if you're afraid someone's gonna see it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. I think that's a cardinal rule for anything. Especially those trying to have their own personal brand, like myself, for example. I wouldn't, if I didn't feel like my mom would feel comfortable watching my videos or seeing what I put out there, or if I was in a movie she didn't feel comfortable with, I might not necessarily do it, or I might like let her know about it and we have a conversation. But like, for example, there are plenty of people who flub up. You can see that with celebrities a lot, and that how they'll say something on Twitter and oh my god, they said this crazy obnoxious thing, and so many people start hating on them because people were invested in who they are, and then they're saying things that like might rub it wrong to their fans. And so social media and hashtags specifically, which would be my next point, is utilize hashtags. It's important. Hashtags are kind of, in my own analogy, I liken hashtags to SEO keywords. SEO keywords, for those who are not familiar, is search engine optimization keywords. They're kind of, they help with search engine optimization, which is basically like when you Google, you know, chocolate and Nestle might come up first. That's like premier placement on Google search, and that's search engine optimization, SEO. I have an SEO expert who might come up on one of the videos soon. She's great. But SEO keywords are really important for websites and such, and they're just as important like tags on YouTube videos and hashtags for social media. So for example, for those who understanding, kind of getting along what I'm saying, for example, like Exude Fitness, I will put down, like I'll @Exude Fitness on Instagram, because they don't have an Instagram, they have a Twitter, and I'll share it on Twitter. So anything I post about them, it links up to them, and anyone who's friends with them gets to kind of see it. But also put like hashtag fitness. And therefore, anytime someone clicks the hashtag fitness or searches hashtag fitness, Exude Fitness's photo, my photo with Exude Fitness will come up. So therefore they'll know that this person's talking about fitness, or this is a post about fitness, and it could really help people see what you do. So like a lot of personal trainers are on Instagram right now and using hashtag fitness, hashtag Fitstagram, hashtag, as Jimmy Fallon does, like transformation, losing weight. It's a great way to kind of bring it back to you and what you are trying to do. So that's why a lot of personal trainers and fitness companies are on Instagram right now and getting success from it, because it's a wonderful free marketing tool. So number one was be aware of the content you're creating and make sure that it's showcases your true version of yourself. Be true to yourself. Number two is hashtags. And number three is don't be like gimmicky and over pushy. If you're constantly selling shit, sorry guys, if you're constantly selling shit, no one's gonna want to trust in you. It's like a skeevy car salesman. A lot of these people get successful on YouTube because they genuinely care about things and they're just showing stuff they genuinely care about. They're not like, oh my god, have you seen my iPhone? And my iPhone is so great. Only for $5.99 can you get a new iPhone. Like don't be like that, guys. If you're like iPhone, like this phone is really great. I had really wonderful customer service when I went to Apple, and it's really made me realize that iPhones for me is a perfect phone. I also know that Android is comparable to iPhone. I mean, there's so many ways you can go on about it, but guys, just be honest. That's what these channels are for. If you really feel the need to be gimmicky, then go into sales and talk about sale. I don't know. But overall, guys, the 3 tips, like I said, are be true to yourself, utilize hashtags, and don't be gimmicky. And then, one more, number four. This is like super important, and I've learned this from all the wonderful people I've learned on YouTube, because I utilize it on social media, on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, is create a schedule. If you decide that Monday, which is Man Crush Monday for those who follow social media trends, those are the days where like I talk about, for example, a person that's influenced me on my Star Baby channel. Like I'll talk about an actor that I worked with that was really great, or a producer that I really liked, or a book that I read, the author. Like I'll talk about that. Tuesdays like Transformation Tuesday. So that's when I usually post a lot of like my transformation from when I started being my company to now, or like a fitness transformation a lot of people do, or like a hair transformation. It kind of you want people to be invested with you. So keep a schedule so you can seem consistent, and you should be on your way. So if you have any more questions, or if there's anything I said that made no sense to you, or you thought might have been contradictory, I'd love to hear it, because the whole point I made of this channel is I really want to respond to people who are looking for help in their desired areas. And I like to kind of educate people as much as I can. If you guys are looking for a good book to read on social media, there's a lot of great articles online. I recommend just like go to Forbes.com, has some great articles on social media. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there. I'll try to find some and I'll post about them. But you guys research it. It's a wonderful tool, especially for those trying to get started and those who are kind of struggling. Just talk about yourself. People want to find out who you are, because personality is key, especially in any desired job. You want to find people who are fun to work with, and a great way to showcase your personality successfully is through your social media. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon.